Hello, I'm David Kyle, and my study will be on the impact of youth adapted sport on moderate to vigorous physical activity and exercise motivation. So currently the statistics state that people with disabilities are much more obese and inactive than their non-disabled peers and suffer greatly from the health consequences of that inactivity. So I want to understand if adaptive sport played as a youth impacts participation in moderate to vigorous physical activity and motivates them to exercise as they become an adult. Typically, transitioning to adulthood, physical activity and sport participation decreases, but we see in the non-disabled group that it persists a little bit if you have good quality youth programs. So I want to do that type of study in more of a disabled population using adapted sport. So I've come to the conclusion this will be a mixed method study. So I'm going to be using two different questionnaires, one for moderate to vigorous physical activity, and this is going to be done on adults. So the questionnaires are they currently physically active? And the other questionnaire will be motivation to exercise, used based around the self-determination theory. Do they have a certain levels of motivation to be more active? So I want to understand if some adult with a disability, if they played a youth adaptive sport, did it have any relationship to that motivation or that current level of physical activity? So is there a correlation between playing youth adaptive sport and then participating in exercise or being motivated to exercise as an adult with a disability? And also, is there a dose response effect? So if you play 4 years of a sport versus one season of a sport, are you more likely to be active or motivated as an adult? So the two questionnaires will be the quantitative side. On the qualitative side, I'll probably do more of a, I'm still figuring that out, personal interviews, trying to help determine the personal impact on individuals that youth adaptive sport had on them. And I think this is a very important topic because the statistics are great. So it's very important to understand the impact that youth adaptive sport can have. There are very few opportunities to even participate in adapted sport. For example, wheelchair basketball is the largest sport, arguably, in the country, if not the world, yet there are only 50 youth teams, high school teams in the country. We only have 2 in the state of Alabama, and there's 1 in Mississippi. So we need to validate the importance of youth adaptive sport in order to encourage more programs and encourage people to create more programs. So, thank you.